we doing this? This is so insane. Yeah! I feel bad doing this. Like, you probably dust your vent covers, but when do you clean them? Probably never. Let's tidy up those vent covers. Like, even though I come here all the time, I still need assistance from the app to know where things are in the aisles. It's just so much stuff here, it's so big. These sinks are cool though. I'm ready to tackle a bathroom remodel. What do you think? Problem solved meets full home renovation. Each episode's a different feature of the renovation. Might need to actually purchase a house to do that. I think we're headed in the right direction, but ductwork cleaning stuff is eluding us today. Over time, dusting alone may not be enough to get rid of all the grime on your covers. While you're working on this project, it's a good idea to have the fan off. It should only take a simple screwdriver to remove that cover. I like to use a small bowl to hold those screws so they don't get lost. This is also a good time to inspect your ductwork, give it a dust, make sure there's no problems or concerns. You can even give it a little vacuuming. I do not see any duct cleaning stuff. I see microwaves. Didn't even know Lowe's had microwaves. Welcome to the back aisle. Up to 75% off these products. Like, how am I just discovering this? It should be here all the time. Look at all these deals. House wash. If you need to wash your house, clearance. Kills mold and mildew down to the roots. Oh, didn't know mold and mildew even had roots. See what happens when you just explore? Find some cool deals. I like to lay a few old towels in the sink to prevent scratches. All you need is a little water and regular old dish soap. Everything should wipe away pretty easily. Even though this is a simple project, keeping these covers clean can really help out your HVAC system. And you can use a simple brush to make the job even easier. The brush helps you get into those crevices. Avoid submerging the cover to prevent rusting and preserve any paint. My cleaning advice is always you don't have to do everything all at once. Just do a few covers at a time. If you have the space, you can do this outside on a drop cloth, just hose everything down. If you have grates made out of other materials like wood, just go ahead and give them a wipe with a damp rag. Little safety tip, these grates can be a little sharp, so watch your hands when you're cleaning. Make sure that cover is completely dry before reinstalling it. Oh, that looks amazing. 1 down, 10 more to go. So I wanted to welcome everybody to our new problem solve set. Just kidding. I'm loving this industrial sink. This thing is super heavy duty. It's a power washer. You're using your sink every day to clean, but when are you cleaning your sink? Let's give your sink some TLC. Every once in a while, it's a good idea to make sure things are extra clean and get rid of any lingering odors and bacteria. It's always a good idea to get gloved up. Anybody else put on gloves and feel like a supervillain? If you have sink grates, you can give these a good scrub by hand, or if they fit, throw them in the dishwasher. No specialty equipment here, just a regular old sponge and some dish soap. Glued on, good for just about everything. Only second to vinegar. Now go to town and scrub away. Rinsing out your sink alone is not enough to clean it. You definitely want to give it a good scrub. Be sure to really get into those seals. That's where a lot of dirt and grime and bacteria is hiding. Handy dandy cleaning toothbrush to the rescue. Oh, I'm embarrassed. Let's just clean that right up. That's right, now your mother-in-law can't tell you you have a dirty sink. This always happens. I'm not quite finding what I'm looking for, but I found other things that look intriguing. Battery-powered blender. Everything has a battery these days. I feel like I'm charging everything in my life. Everything needs to be charged. It's only a matter of time before we have to plug in our shoes at the end of the day so they can charge overnight. Love exploring new appliances. So I feel like appliances are something innovation happening every year in different appliances, but you keep the same stuff for decades until it goes bad. So it's like what a car, you know? When it's time to upgrade, you get a real big upgrade. This is a good opportunity to really get that garbage disposal too. For extra safety, unplug that garbage disposal unit, avoid any final destination accidents. Get in there and scrub the walls of the disposal itself. You can even use a brush here. Just like a toothbrush, let's scrub away all that grime. Look at all the dirt coming out of there. This is exactly what we're trying to get out of there. Gross. Next is a good rinse. It's smelling better already in here. If you have a stainless steel sink, do a good scrub with baking soda and rinse again. Let's deodorize the drain and pour in about a half a cup of baking soda. Let that sit for about 10 minutes. Next, white distilled vinegar. Let that fizz up and sit for 10 minutes. Ooh, that sizzle sound means clean. We're gonna wrap up this adventure with super hot water and a final rinse. Plug that disposal back in if you disconnected it and give it a final rinse and run. Some citrus peel in that drain will add some extra freshness. Cleaning the sink, easy. Getting these gloves off, very difficult. Trying out another hardware store. Looks like they have the standard duct cleaning stuff. I've actually used one of these kits before. I've done a video on cleaning that dryer out. Oh yeah, right where the lint trap is, that's the hardest thing to clean sometimes. From crafting as a kid to cleaning as an adult, pipe cleaners. Oh, but they do have this, look, mold test kit. When in doubt, hardware stores always have like little test kits before you call a professional, maybe run your own. I recently had to deal with a leak underneath my sink and it got me concerned about water damage and mold. Here's how to look for and test for mold. If you've recently had a leak like me, you definitely want to keep an eye out for any mold development. Mold can be tricky because sometimes it's hiding where you can't see, but if you see that dark coloration anywhere, it might be time to get it checked out. Of course, there's those common areas like showers, tubs, and toilets, but it's also a good idea to do regular checks of exposed plumbing behind your refrigerator and vents. After big storms, mold development can appear around window seals or even leaks in ceilings. A mold test kit is an easy way to know for sure if you're seeing signs of mold. These are easy to pick up at your local hardware store or online, of course. All these consumer products for clearing drains too. You know, we may just pick these up. I think this could be handy. Goes right into that trap where things usually get clogged and trapped. And I usually like to stick with solutions like this versus pouring chemicals down your drain. Yes, those can be helpful. Those, liquids that unclog drains, but try something that's not chemical based, right? The problem solved way. Depending on what you're noticing, these kits make it easy by taking surface samples or detecting mold in the air. Of course, you'll want to read and follow all the instructions. I love a good science experiment. In some cases, you may need 2 kits to compare outdoor and indoor air quality. In many cases, you'll need to mail out your sample to get analyzed. While a test kit is perfect for home use, you can contact a professional service for more rapid results. It's a good idea throughout the year to just do visual checks around your plumbing to make sure there's no mold. At least it smells good underneath this sink, all these cleaning products. Of course, mold can have negative health effects, so it's good to detect it early. A simple vinegar solution's a great way to prevent mold, especially in the bathroom around your shower and tub. While extreme situations are rare, it's good to be aware and prepared just in case. Your garden hoses? In this room? Oh, okay. Oh, they're right here. I went outside when I could have stayed in this lovely air conditioning. That's just not a term you see often, medium duty. Looks like they're plumb out of heavy duty. Let's see what they got down here. Maximum duty. So we just surpassed heavy duty and went to maximum duty. Speaking of heavy duty, I thought about it and I was like, 100 feet is going a long, long way. Maybe we just stick with 50 feet. Some aspects of home maintenance can go overlooked, like your water heater. Here's a maintenance check for your water heater. These are the brand new water heaters, but what we're trying to do is avoid needing a new water heater. Take care of the one you got. Have it last as long as it can. Something you might not know is that your water heater should be flushed annually. And if you're hesitant to do it yourself, you can always contact a plumber. Now this is a task you can complete on your own, but you want to make sure you're following detailed instructions for your water heater. While this isn't a full tutorial, you definitely don't want to skip this on your yearly home maintenance check. Whether it's gas or electric, you want to be aware of how to turn on and off your unit. And in many cases, you'll only need simple tools like a screwdriver and a hose. Make sure you have enough length to go from the drainage port to where you can dump the water. This is the kind of home project where you want to make sure you prepare in advance and know the steps. If you are doing this yourself, shut down the unit and give the water inside plenty of time to cool down. Water heaters should be flushed annually because sediment can collect at the bottom of the tank. Over time, this can cause operational issues or damage to the tank. This process takes fresh water to flush out any of those deposits out of the tank. To prevent a vacuum, you're gonna wanna use a nearby sink and open up the hot water valve as a vent. Be aware, you may need to flush that tank a couple times to get rid of all that loose material. You wanna empty that water into a drain, a bucket, or somewhere where it won't flood or damage landscaping. If you are wrapping up this project, make sure everything's set back to normal and working properly. And when I take on projects like this, I always like to watch a few tutorials. Add this to your annual maintenance list, and of course, follow specific instructions for your water heater. We're like, where do we go to make a mess? How about one of these places? I don't know what kind of person I'm gonna be in there, so we're gonna see.
Like I said in my previous email!
Get suited up. We watched our safety video. There's people in there and all I hear is like stuff shattering. Here we go. Ready to break stuff. I'm reenacting one of my favorite scenes from Office Space today, but in real life. I've never done anything like this, and I'm very disturbed. Probably gonna have to like blur out all the walls, because there's explicit sayings all over this place. But here we go. Why are we doing this? This is so insane. Rage is not my thing. Why? I cannot believe this is something people can do. Yeah! She said I could throw stuff at the wall. It makes me really nervous. So apparently it's all like glass, so they recycle it, which is, I guess, great. I'm probably like the kindest rage room person. I'm like, bing! You can tell I grew up on like Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers, because I can't like do anything like this without going like, yeah! You grow up through the 90s and everything has to be a I feel bad doing this. Like, I don't think I have the disposition and the personality for a rage room. Change implements. Oh! I see why you need closed-toed shoes. Okay, there we go. One, home run! Whoa! We are making a mess, and I feel bad about that. Can I get the broom? I'll help you clean up. Like I said in my previous email! We're getting suited up for something a little bit more my speed. While rage and aggression are valid emotions that you have to express every once in a while, this is more of an artistic pursuit. Ha! Oh, that's oddly satisfying. But you can paint anywhere in here. You can paint the floor, pour the orange on, and fling it. I didn't think this would be so much fun. Let's leave a little signature, because that's what you're supposed to do when you paint, right? A little problem solved. The rage room was nice, but this is like so calming. I feel like the combo is good. A little rage and a little tranquility. Big finale. Here we go, ready? Did I get anything on here? I feel bad, because like I made a big mess and I'm not cleaning it up. They're cleaning it up, but I guess that's what we paid for, right? My hands are a mess. Covered in neon paint. Feel like we did good work here.